All right, let's go inside the Texans. We've got a ways to go until big training camp opens, the third week of July. But we always like to talk Texans football here with our insider for ClickToHouston.com, Aaron Wilson. Good to see you again. Hey, not a lot of news right now coming from the team. A lot of these guys are on break, working their way back. But the organization did announce some training camp news this past week, and it includes a return trip to the Greenbrier Resort, White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia. You and I were there several years back. They were there, back-to-back years under Bill O'Brien?
Yeah, first time since 2018, and they decided that this was a great way to beat the heat. And another thing, it builds team camaraderie, they believe. You look at last year when they had this extended trip to Canton and then Cleveland at Nick Casario's high school. This kind of reminds me of that. Just get away from it all. And it's so hot here. I think it makes sense.
And you look at the theme of their training camp, Aaron. I mean, they're going to West Virginia for, I think, 4 workouts ahead of that Vikings game. When they play the Lions, they're also going there for at least 1 workout, probably no more than that. Just a chance, as you mentioned, get out of the environment here a little bit. The fans don't like it. They'd rather see them more often. Right. But it's a good chance, as you said, to keep those fresh legs and battle the heat.
And break up the monotony, and especially with the joint practices with Detroit up in Allen Park, Michigan, and here against the Carolina Panthers, just to test yourself against a different opponent. And sometimes they might have a different style. When it comes to the Lions, obviously tough and physical, and I think that will help the Texans.
We also announced this past week through the organization the team workouts for fans to come out. I think there's 7 workouts. And, man, if you are not quick on that laptop, you're not going to get your ticket. They sold out the next, I think in a matter of hours, they were sold out. But they might release some more tickets. But that's always great great fun for the fans.
Oh, yeah, and the fans would love for there to be more ones. But I think one of the big things for the team is to concentrate. And sometimes you have a lot of fans, it's a lot of hoopla. For the fans that were trying to get them online, you might have to know somebody to get in there now.
All right, storylines going into camp. You've been on the last few weeks as well. We hit different positions. I want to focus tonight on the offensive line because that is a big question mark, big concern, if you will, going into camp after what we saw last year. Now, this is a revamped offensive line. What are you hearing right now when it comes to the battle on that O-line? What guys could be making some noise as well trying to win starting jobs?
Right. With this significant overhaul, the biggest change being Laramie Tunsil being traded. Cam Robinson is the front runner to be the left tackle, but there's also the opportunity possibly for Ariante Ursary. They drafted him very high. He was the Big Ten offensive lineman of the year. He was an All-American. He did a great job on Abdul Carter, and it just makes you wonder, should he be one of the best 5? Blake Fisher has to be wary, too, holding on to his starting job because Ursary can play either side.
Yeah, you look on that right side, right guard, you got Titus Howard, right? Yeah. And then you've got Blake Fisher at that right tackle position. A lot could change, but going in, that's kind of the names we're hearing right now.
Oh, yeah, and Titus says they're going to hit guys in the mouth, like what he's talking about. Want to see it. Yeah, and under one voice, under the new offensive line coach, Cole Popovich, also the run game coordinator.
Texans are getting a lot of respect right now. And what do you think, based on what you're hearing going in? Fair assessment on the Texans. You look at the South, AFC South, there's no question they're the favorite to win this division again, but they have higher expectations. Yeah,
being the Kings of the South doesn't satisfy them, nor should it. And being 0-6 all time in the divisional round is certainly a motivating factor. But, yeah, everyone's saying, and I believe it, that they are the class of the division in terms of the South. But whether that means anything against the AFC East and the AFC North remains to be seen.
All right, good stuff. We're counting down a big camp. July 23rd, first workout for the Texans as they open training camp. Good stuff from Aaron Wilson, our insider, Texans insider for ClickToHouston.com. Thanks, man.
Thank you.